Milan can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. It's hit the crossbar. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
And it's Rosicki. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Sané. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's going to be disappointed with that. Here's a sharp little ball here. Memento! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Milan penetrate first. That's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Lovely. Sané! Spectacular from Sané! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Substitution in progress.
Clearly unplanned this, a change already being made here. So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's Bebeto. And Bebeto! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Puskas certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Pass is just off target. He's picked Sané! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Puskas. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it again. Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold. Beckham. And it's Rice. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rosicki played out towards the right wing. Now it's Puskas. Rice spots it and intercepts. Kubel. Alexander-Arnold. Bebeto. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much. And Puskas! Well, now it's a race for in for the pieces. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Sané! a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
3 minutes at a time.
Pushkas! And Pushkas! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Puskas deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Seedorf. And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Foden, can he latch on to this? That has been knocked clear. Seedorf, now it's Pushkas. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well measured. He's through, Sane! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. The lead is extended still further. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No, that's been intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the finish! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bebeto. Alexander-Arnold.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And there's the shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Natal are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
And we have our very first corner. Milan are looking to go forward now. Pushkas can see things others simply cannot. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a cute ball. Piqué cuts out the pass. Now it's Sané.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Knocks it out wide. Some resolute defending there. And they're on him in a flash. That's well spotted. Milan are almost home and dry as far as going up is concerned.
You can see how all that tension and pressure we saw before the game, Peter, it's all lifted. Now, no mistakes.
Now he's got space here. Brzezinski. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, this looks sharp.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Milan finding their passes, aimed beyond the defence. Face to face with the key. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now, certain section.
And we're done. Milan are going up, and now they can dream. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit their status.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or...
Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Al Nassr have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rosicki. Puskás! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold is onto this, and a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Number 8.
Al Nassr finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And here's Inzaghi. Shot could be shapes to shoot! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy. He's having a shot! Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rosicki. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, that's neat. And it's Joelinton. That's an excellent interception. Puskás. Sané. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been won straight back. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Puskás. And this is Sané. He is through here. And Sané! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Milan can seal the deal here and now. A win guarantees promotion, and their loyal following will settle for nothing less. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're underway. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Now it's Puskás. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes.
He's through and all alone! Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Bebeto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's he's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rosicki clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's the keeper's ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Puskás. Nicely weighted ball. Not the most accurate pass. Puskás. Over to the left. Kvaratskhelia, very much a man of this moment. Piqué gets a foot in here. Great ball if he can get there. Now there's a fine ball. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Somehow saves it.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here. In for the pieces. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That was very necessary. Bebeto. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And here's Sané. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Mendes. Van Dijk makes the interception. João Neves. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Puskás can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's picked out the run. And he's away. Tries a shot! Dispatched clinically. And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity?
And a chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Just about up to the hour now. Sané. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Mbappe. Conte. Played out to the left flank. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Out towards the flank. And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Cleared without hesitation. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Back into the middle.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Marquinhos attempts a clearance, and he's had a hit. It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. Do not write them off. Back they come. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Goes looking wide.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, nicely intercepted. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Brzezinski. Now it's Puskas. Plays a sharp little ball here. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Milan can seal the deal here and now. A win guarantees promotion, and their loyal following will settle for nothing less. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. That could spell trouble. And he thumps it clear. Wilson! Milan finding their passes. He's picked his way through. It's really nicely played. Donnarumma claims comfortably.
Bebeto really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner.
He's having a hit! Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Puskas.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Sané, and he's managed to get free. Sané, very nicely done. Goes for a shot! Now this could... and again! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Milan! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right when you're paying a visit to your net.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Wilson tries to cross. He's got tall. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Rashford certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Can he get it through? That's Bebeto. Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Brzezinski. That has been cut short. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Looking to play him in. Oh, no joy this time. Piqué gathers from the goal kick. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's having a go! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Knocks it into space. That's a simple one for the keeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and Inventiveness perhaps the only thing's lacking.
Today to please take
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And they can counter here. He's in plenty of space here. And they win it back again. And this is Puskás. And he's got the beating of his man. Camavinga clears and claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Puskás. That's really well manoeuvred.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Rosicki. He might be in here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And this is Puskás. And this is his chance. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Puskás. That's an excellent interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well read, nice interception. Alexander-Arnold, back into the middle. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It is a corner. Milan with the corner, there first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And they're quick to get it back.
Puskás really was well marshalled there.
There's the shot! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And this is Bebeto. Big chance. Must shot a goal. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
He's through, it's 1-on-1. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal come?
He's tried one! Smashing save, really good save that. It's a good ball out wide. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He has found the way through. And he shoots! It's in! It's another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done.
And that is as far as it goes. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Milan really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit their status.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you were
Many
walking
thanks to
through
Jim,
the gates.
and with that, it is a very good night to you. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page.
Against Inter.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, Rafinha! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rafinha. That has been slung wide. Played in by Foden. It's Bebeto. Now it's Sané. Knocks it into space. Bebeto. And Bebeto! It's hit the upright. Foden. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And the finish! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
And I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Chance for a shot. That's another chance. Goal, Inter! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on... Takes a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Chouameni. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Brzezinski. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Sane! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Now it's Sané. Puskás. Great chance! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Puskás!
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Puskás! And that has been clubbed away. Alexander-Arnold. Great defending, strong and determined. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Saliba. Now Van Dijk. Saliba. Here's Chouameni. Foden. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Applies the finish! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence. Camavinga.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's on it, can he get away? He gets big! And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Oh, shooting chance! Sensational from Sané! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
After 54
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Looking to go deep. And he He's quick to get it clear again.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Decent chance! And it's there! And he is just ripping it up! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And that means just one thing.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. With that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Puskás, and he shoots! Oh, taken with style. Just cruising. They are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Milan, chance! He has done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Substitution.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled.
Oh, what a climb! Really well taken goal. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Inter Milan grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Chouameni, that's been intercepted. That's a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
Chouameni.
Brzezinski has been indicated.
And this is Puskás. Now, can they get him away? It's Brzezinski! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
It's become a case of men against boys. Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. Big chance! He's put his foot right through that one. Hakimi. And it's Van Dijk. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Rosicki. Vitinha. And it's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shoots! Alexander-Arnold. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's got away. That has been knocked clear. Milan still without a single shot on target. Good running, strong and purposeful. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's found a way through. Oh, what a chance, surely! Goal, Portugal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 21 minutes is...
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Rosicki.
Rosicki really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Vardiol does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. That's a lovely, neat pass. He is... There's the shot! Sticks it away! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defense.
And the shot! Goal, man! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan. Great chance! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be
And pushed us! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And he gets rid in a hurry. Cherki. Rosicki picks it up out wide. Sane! Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the Stadium Hall.
Milan can seal the deal here and now. A win guarantees promotion, and their loyal following will settle for nothing less. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
And he shoots! Goal! Milan! His joy, his goal. He steals the moment. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Seedorf, now it's Sané. And this is Puskás. Looks a good ball through. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now it's Puskas. Fernandez. And it's Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Barcelona. Oh, what has happened here? Picked up. It's Kane! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, there's a probing ball. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass. Fernandez.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Seedorf. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And a quick reminder,
And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He's had it taken off him. That's been cut out, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alcedo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Sané. Now it's Osimhen. Valverde. He's found the... Valverde! He can get that clear. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Might want to be careful there.
Now then, the ball's come loose. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Puskas, and it's lofted through here. Thinks about the shot, and the finish! There it is! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game, and we raise ours.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Now it's Sané. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's well spotted. Caicedo. And it's Valverde. He's through here. Osimhen. And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Osimhen.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Valverde. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Messi. That's a nicely weighted pass.
There will be one.
And he's there to belt it away. That has not gone well. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Puskás claiming the man of the match. So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Serginho.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Bebeto. And he's in on goal. Shot, surely! Goal, Milan! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Puskás demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Sané, he saw the danger and he went crashing in. Sané unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that. And he's quick to snatch it back. Puyol goes steaming forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. That's going to go a long way. No foul, says the referee. And this is Puskás! That's pretty clear, it is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Bebeto ready to try one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Sané! Oh, it rattles the bar. Shot a goal! And again they're denied by the woodwork. And here's Sané, and that's gone loose. Bellingham, nicely aimed pass.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That pass isn't the best. Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute
Brzezinski.
added time.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space. Bebeto. And he's got the beating. And the shots! They've done it! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. They forced the error. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Messi. Number 27, Serginho. Number 22, Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Here's the start of the second half.
Number 13, Bukayo Saka. Number 6,
Zanetti.
Phil Foden. Number 21, Neymar.
Milan finding their passes. Goes for goal! Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Searching passes played there. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Oh, he's getting hound. He's having a go! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Now that looks a decent ball. Vardiol kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Milan find a position of real strength now. Now it's Rosicki. And this is Puskás. He's one-on-one. Great chance. He's got a goal. Just cruising. They are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Shoots! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Milan are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. This ended up in no man's land. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's been side down, is that a penalty? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
He'll fancy himself from here. So a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Number 21, Neymar. Number 13, Bukayo Saka. Coming on the field, number 20, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi!
Number 24, Hazard.
And he couldn't quite make it 6. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander, there's the header! And he hits the net. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. Can he finish? No mistake! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Still trying to make a get. He gets big! No, it's wide. Messi, he is through here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Chance! Oh, taken with style. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means big chance. It's in. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And their chance for a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's gone for a throw-in. Zanetti delivers. It's a mighty effort! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Milan are going up, and now they can dream. There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see. And the shots!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Dieter, is thank his teammate for the pass and put it on a plate for him.
Number 14, Bebeto!
So, a breakthrough already. That is a little undercooked. Seedorf. Now it's Sané, succumbs to the pressure. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And here's Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Crosses it in here. Marquinhos with the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly. Big chance, corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rosicki. Picks out decent chance! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rodrigo! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That looks a cracking ball. Marquinhos gets it clear. But they've got it again. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Bebeto. And this is Puskás. Referee has just said play on. And he's managed to get rid. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. Rodrigo. Now it's Puskas. Adams has given away a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. It's a good foot in there. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Brzezinski. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at the space here. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, easy pickings there. Seedorf. And they're back on the ball again. And the half-time whistle goes. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
Those of you
at
making
this
their way
stage.
home on public transportation
Milan
today, please
ahead
watch the
2-0,
screen for train
and they
departure
are
times
looking
from
good.
all local major stations. Substitution in progress.
Here we go again. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brzezinski tries to pass it through. Over to the left. Great defending, strong and determined. This looks promising. Brzezinski. Oh, good spread. Brzezinski. That looks a decent ball. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A case now of complete control. Hangs in across. Eder Militao gathers from the goal kick. And here's Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Brzezinski. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. There's no flag. Can he finish? And that is a truly outstanding save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Bebeto is standing over this one. Bebeto! And he's lifted it over. Brzezinski running with the ball. Oh, it's a great ball here. Goes down, but nothing given. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And this is Sané. Can he finish? And it's in! just cruising. They are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution. Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Bebeto could try cutting inside here. And that's the keeper's ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Can he get it through? Real chance! And it's come back out to him. Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Italy have their second corner now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Spread it left. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Sané. And that was very necessary. Taken back almost at once. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely intercepted. And that's gone loose. And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lovely ball and a real chance. Tries a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Has another go! And he's there to get it away. Brzezinski. Sané.
Pretty robust defending.
He is through here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here? Oh no, this does not look good. And he's searching through. Oh, easy pickings there. Has a look and plays it forward. Inui. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. He's had a shot! Brzezinski. And this is Bebeto. Stood up well to him there. Bebeto had a really good go at breaking through. And Puskás! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Koundé. Quality ball. And he's in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Koundé. Al-Ittihad upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Van Dijk. Nuno Mendes. Fiore. And here's Sorlot. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 30 minutes gone. Sané! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Sané clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, there first. Al-Ittihad have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Seedorf. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Sané. Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Brzezinski. Seedorf. Throw in. ball driven towards the far post. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
There will be one.
And this is
added time.
Bebeto! Marvellous goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took it.
And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Decent chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Defending was strong and firm. Zanetti. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bebeto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Seidel.
The attendance for this match was 80,314.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan have their third corner. Terrific header. And another try. It's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kunde.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Good take, and is it... And Puskás! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Puskás probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Al-Ittihad seem happy to bash their head.
Takes a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Not the most accurate pass. It's Bebeto. Great vision. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Sane! And how did he not make it four?
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's found a way, and Sane! Spectacular from Sane! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Inui. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. Bebeto providing an outlet on that flank. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he hits the net. And he is just ripping it up.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle.
And that will be it. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Sane. It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it.
Against Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Now it's Puskás. Played back in. It's a threatening ball. Here, can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Iraq are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bebeto. And they're back on the ball again. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Quarter of an hour played. Nicely shaped ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rijkaard proves too strong. Now it's Hazard. And here's Mbappe. Shot could shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Hazard. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Sané. He's shifting through the gears here. Played in. Prion tries to clear. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Puskas. Sané. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass somewhat off target. Spread it left. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Seedorf. And this is Sané. He's found a way through. And Sané! And he can clear it away. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Sané! That's a half-decent try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Has a look and plays it forward.
That's alert.
And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action on the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Oh, shooting chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Now it's Rosicki. Threads one in. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Seedorf. Throw in. Now it's Puskas. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is good pressure. Just hounded him off it. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. And still, we await the first breakthrough. He's in a great chance! It's hit the upright. Rosicki. Sané. Now it's Sané. He's picked his way through. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Bebeto. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Puskás.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's really well cleared. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread out to the left. Ødegaard.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Puskás. Nicely aimed pass. That has not gone well. And the keeper's got it again. Otto gets over and intercepts. Into the last 5 minutes. Brzezinski. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Ødegaard, and that is a little undercooked. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. He's tried one! Oh, nearly, but not quite. And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Milan cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support and they're going to need it all. It's Doué. Driving on and making good progress. Pele! The keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. And it's been played through. Great chance! Goal! Milan! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Now it's Sané. Now it's Sané. Bebeto. Italy applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Batistuta finds himself offside. PK. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He won't be happy with that one. And that was nowhere near his best. And this is Puskás. And this is Bebeto. He is through here. So much time and space here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nicely intercepted. Ribéry, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sané. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. That looks a decent ball. Mbappe. That's really well manoeuvred. Rosicki, who's set up one goal so far, engages and forces him off the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's Bebeto. Rosicki. Can he get it? And the shot! That is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. That's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Seedorf. Great vision. Oh, super find. Pickford gets rid without sophistication. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Puskás. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Bebeto. Well, that is one way to stop him. Baresi is fouled. Puskás. Now it's Bebeto. And he's picked out the run. He's one-on-one! He's through, now is he in?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Puskás. And he's away. And there's the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Bebeto plays it short, and he whips it in, punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Puskas, and he's there to retrieve it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Italy really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Doué. No, again, there's no way through. Passing is crisp and sharp. While the voices from the stands are becoming that much more frantic now, they are doing everything they can to help the team.
Well, it's often understated, but they can have an impact on games like this. It's time to respond in kind. Up their game.
Seedorf running with the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Puskas. Played back in. Bebeto. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Bebeto making his 200th appearance today, I guess. That's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
And here's Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi receives it in a good shoot. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Sané. Oh, well played, well played. Puskás. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's come loose. He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Udogie clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Milan are looking to go forward now. It could be in here. Sonny. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Drilled in low. Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
23 minutes is number
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Want to throw in. And it's Udogie. Ball's out once more. Udogie. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared away. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Sané, oh, he's burst through. Puskás gets flagged offside.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Cafu, always onto this. Messi. Ball's gone out of play. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Brzezinski looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, that pass isn't the best. Cannavaro. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. He can run onto that. Conte. And this is Puskás. Sané! Sensational from Sané! A finish right from the top draw. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. It's come to nothing. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And Sonny! It's bounced back off the post. And that was very necessary. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. They get a throw in.
Substitution.
Sonny. Puskás. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is good alertness.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply...
Chance, surely! No mistake! And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Milan are having a ball here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's Puskás. Is a shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 83 minutes is
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's going for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Substitution in progress.
Zanetti. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. The ball is loose. Oh, what has happened here? Punched away.
6 added minutes has been
Thinks
indicated.
about the shot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sonny! And he couldn't quite make it 6. And it's Rosicki. And this is Puskás looking for the run. Cannavaro. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that stands out mostly for me. He supports all of that with real determined movement, whether he plays as a 10 or deeper.
Nicely shaped ball. Messi. And this is Puskás. Aims beyond the defence. Shot a goal! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bebeto, he is through here. Skims one in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Griezmann, Messi. Bebeto. Now it's Rosicki. Puskás. And the shot! And he hits the net. And that was his 20th goal for this team. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he's there to retrieve it. Think through. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Again in a trice, and they are soaring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Sané. He's in a great position here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Costa Curta. Can he finish? No mistake! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? That pass isn't the best. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nice looking ball. Rosicki. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Puskás. Bebeto. He has found the way through. So much time and space here. Plays it in low. Well, and the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the second half gets underway. And it's Mendes. That's cause for mild irritation. Puskás. Oh, easy pickings there. Sané. That's a little off target. Rijkaard. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, it's Bebeto. And he's forced to go back. Played back into the centre. That's Rosicky. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Knocks it into space. Piqué makes the interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Zanetti, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And the pass is intercepted. Rosicky, it's Rosicky! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Taken back almost at once. It's Bebeto. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Seedorf. Spread it left. Just eases him off the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to play it through. Shapes this off the post. He's got a goal. And the lead is extended still further. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Puskás. Puskás! Outstanding save to keep that out.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Marquinhos. Bebeto. Oh, important interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Alexander-Arnold.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for options for movement. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's it. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Puskás picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing
Your reflections then, Jim.
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title, they finally applies the finish! Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Puskás. That looks a decent ball. Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking to go deep. That is a brilliant interception. Right card! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's straight offside. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Rosicki. It's come to nothing. Wilshere. Now it's Puskás. Bebeto. The ball's gone astray. Out to the right. Now, can they get him away? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played out towards the right wing. Rashford carries the ball down the right, and he's managed to get free. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Hakimi. That's the keeper's ball. Still goalless. Saliba. Bebeto. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Sané. Shapes to shoot! Spectacular from Sané! A finish of true class! And Milan have the lead. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rosicki. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Almost half an hour in now. Nice bit of trickery. Ribéry. Nice interception, well timed. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught napping. Sonny. Bebeto. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? No, that was never going to make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's shifting through the gears here. Crosses it in here. And that has been clubbed away. He's in space and looking for options. That's Bebeto.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Bebeto. And he shoots! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Great ball, and he's in here. Alexander-Arnold clears. Puskás, the most accurate pass. And it's Hakimi.
2 added minutes has
Lovely.
been
Can he
indicated.
finish? Oh, it's come loose. He's cut it out. Brzezinski. Now it's Puskás. And it's half-time here. So your views on the first half?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal.
And
They
we'd
need
like
to keep
inform you
pushing,
now that the
keep
latest
imposing.
travel
Don't
information
leave
is
the door
currently
open
being
for the
displayed
opposition.
on the screen.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the game has already resumed here. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Puskás. Looking for options for movement. And he's really put himself on the line here. Up he goes! Cleared without complication. Sonny! And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance.
And Bebeto! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That's a nicely shaped ball. So much time and space here. And the shot! He has done it! The second half sparked straight into life. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Knocks it into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Ah, this looks sharp. India are looking to break at pace. Mbappe goes for a shot! He's scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Substitution for Milan, number 8, Thomas Rashitsky. Coming
So,
on the
time for
field
changes
is
on both sides, actually. We have ourselves a real game here. Bebeto! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Ribery. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Puskás. And Bebeto! Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Played it back. Caught offside that time. And that is a little undercooked. Ribery. Yamal. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Neymar! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now there's shoots! Piqué tries to clear. And that has been cleared. So it's roll! It's loose now and they want to get it back. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that's well spotted. He's a sharp little ball here. Shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. It's a goal. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
India take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Lewandowski. Stood up well to him there.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Sané, and it's Kukçu. Roll, tries looking up for options on the left. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for the run. An instinctive chance! Goal! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And yes, it's him again. India could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This is their second corner of the game. Kukçu can get it clear. And he's had a hit! It's a loose ball. Bebeto proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
And a chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. It's Neymar! A real chance and a real let-off. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And he's decided to go for it. And that is the last effort of the game. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Played out wide. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, such a clever touch. Terrific header. He's delivered all right.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The goal
A
scorer!
really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Flashes it across. And he's taking no chances there. And the counter is on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is a little undercooked. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Nedved. It's a really well measured ball. Lovely bit of skill. Serves up across. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Nedved, played in, cleared away. What a throw in. First quarter of an hour gone. Pedro Neto. And this is Nedved. And that's got behind for a goal kick.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Puskas. And this is Sané. He's through. It's 1-0. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! AC Milan are all square. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Number 7, Leroy
Milan
Sané.
grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's been caught. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two. Milan get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's an excellent interception. And that has been clubbed away. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Nedved. Khan claims comfortably. Now it's Bebeto. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Saliba. And it's Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard. Out to the left it goes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. Now it's Nedved. He's in a great position here. Pelé picks out, takes a shot. Now that is commitment to the cause. Liverpool have their second corner now. Seedorf getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Sané, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Some good work on the right flank here. Cross goes in there. Bergomi. And this is Scholes. Shapes to shoot! Rijkaard. Now it's Sané. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedro Neto. And that's been won straight back.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Seedorf. And this is Rosicki. Rosicki. Puskas! They've scored! two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. What are you thinking about the goal? There is the half-time whistle.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, that's a fine interception. Nicely aimed pass. Pele for Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto going full steam down the flank. Oh, that's nice. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. An instinctive delivery. Tries to get it clear. Out for a throw. Sane gets into some space. Scholes. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Oh, that was vital. Seedorf. Sane with 2 goals already to his name. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
There's the header! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh, terrible pass. And Puskás! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Climbs up big! And it's in! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
He rises! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Pedro Neto. Pele. Pedro Neto. Oh, it's Nedved. Now here's the delivery. Big header! He will be livid with himself. It's Bebeto. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Yaya Toure. Liverpool finding their passes. Knocks it into space. Played out towards the right wing. Fired deep to... He gets big! Sticks it away! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Puskás can so cleverly bypass the press, and he's worked it through. And the shots! They've done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Clinical, just clinical. Oh, what has happened here? Sane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Nedved. Tries to play it through. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the mighty effort. Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that was very necessary. And it's Rosicki. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He has found the way through. Here it is, crossed in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Dealing with the pressure.
Substitution for Milan, number 8, Thomas Rosicki. Number 10, Puskás. Number 4.
And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Soboslai.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He is through here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Great vision. Threads one in. Beckham. He's found a way through. Cross flung. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Indicated.
We are into stoppage time. Beckham. He won't be happy with that one. Azar. Sane. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, good spread. Now it's Rui Costa. Seedorf. And it's Azar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Rui Costa. Hangs in across. Alexander-Arnold clears. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
Yeah, fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more disciplined than people credit him.
Son! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Sané. Puskás. Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Puskás. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, well played, well played.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Brzezinski, chance here to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gets to show off his quick feet. Seedorf wins the duel this time. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Puskás. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rijkaard makes the interception. Seedorf. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of... And Bebeto! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bebeto is offering a wry smile there.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cross flung in towards the middle, and it's hoisted clear. Sané has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. He's found some space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Puskás, and he's away. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Great chance here from position A1.
Substitution in progress.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Bebeto! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Rosicki! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Picked out brilliantly. Puskás! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
That is some save from Khan. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries to get it clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception. Rosicki is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Puskás. Bebeto. He's gone for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Puskás can see things, others... And Sané! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Sané actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. And this is Eto'o. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it.
2 added minutes has been
There's a
indicated.
beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bebeto! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Ask you all to kindly stay seated
Milan
during the match.
sitting pretty
Thank
here
you
at
for your
half-time,
cooperation.
2-0 up.
Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Jordan Henderson. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. The second half sparked straight into life. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just...
And Puskás!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Oh, that's delightful. Brzezinski. Sane. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's Bebeto. And he's found a way past. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It could be on. Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Sane. Great vision. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And the shot's on here. Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Substitution for Milan, number 14, Bebeto. Coming on the field is number 17, Mbappe.
Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've...
Sane! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Goes for a shot! They've done it! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now, can they get him away? This might spell... And Puskás! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Sane! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well read, and the danger is averted. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine. He's having a shot! Spectacular from Sane! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are pulling clear here. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Khan claims it without any fuss. And it's been played through. And he's on his way. Great ball, and there's the shot. And it's there. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful.
Real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the finish! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Good reason for optimism here. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. Puskás and the through ball. Henderson spots it and intercepts. Vieira. And it's Rodri. Now it's Doué. Chance! Goal! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Minutes has been indicated.
Barcelona playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Keeper's got his work done. And here's Neymar. Look at this. Oh, shooting chance! It goes to show he is human after all. Doué cuts out the pass. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Seedorf. Milan looking to pass their way through. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result